Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Greatest Good Tarot. I hope you're doing well and trying to keep out of mischief. Just try, please. Harder, for goodness sake. This is a timeless collective reading, which means take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Not all messages are for you. Don't be greedy. Leave some for others. First off, a little bit of housekeeping, because I know that this reading these readings, I should say, are kind of like the core village. The timeless collective readings get a lot less views, which are unfortunate, because the whole premise of the greatest good village is that we can be unburdened by the tosh so that we can focus on our personal growth, personal development. I've noticed over the last couple of days that there has been some hoo-ha-ha, I believe, if I can evoke a little bit of French, on that's in the comments concerning all sorts of shenanigans. And so basically, just for us lot, right, little housekeeping. From my own experience, and I can only speak for myself, that when people start throwing toys out their pram, 9 times out of 10, they're in the moment, like they're being broken down in the middle of a tower moment. And they're kind of yelling, screaming, kind of trying to grasp onto people as they fall. Okay, to hit rock bottom so they can be rebuilt by God's spirit universe. I've had interesting comments from a multitude of people. For example, there's one that I personally like. Several hours during the election results of Trumpy Trump and cackling Harris, someone posted, "Kamala seems to be winning." And when I saw that, I was like, well, that aged well. So stuff like that. These people, we shouldn't be fighting against. We should be, I don't want to be patronized, but we should be pitying them. These are the people that are going through their awakening and are 9 times out of 10, I'm broad brush here kind of thing, but are yelling, screaming, concerned, upset, annoyed, quite rightly. Things are falling apart, but they need to realize that they are being, this process will remodel them for their part in the game. Yeah. So I will say this only once. That was definitely French. I saw it on Allo Allo. It was a repeat. It was on UK TV Gold. I'm not that old. Shut up. So if you don't like the flappy hands, go somewhere else. If you don't like the joking, go somewhere else. I am doing what I'm called to do. That is what will continue. And I would strongly recommending focusing on self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-worth. If you meet somebody in the comments, and I am so grateful that from what I could gather, people have kind of, in some respects, kind of run to my aid, as it were, in the comments, which is beautiful. And none of you, which is the blessing here, have gone across that threshold into what I could see into kind of a personal attack back. And you should be proud of yourself because, don't get dragged down. Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for kind of highlighting in people, that kind of thing. But it's one of those situations where it's like, make sure that you are not being dragged down energetically to them. I'm trying to get you as bare minimum to that empress throne. Okay, surrounded by the fruits of your labor, your harvest, your skills, your mindset, your knowledge base, your understanding, your spiritual growth, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, that's where I'm trying to get you bare minimum. You can go up further, you know, emperor, high priestess, so on and so forth. But that's my job. That's my role. That's me kind of putting down my piece of the jigsaw puzzle. Okay. And that's all I'm doing. So, and the reason why I can laugh is because this is what happens when you can unburden yourself from the crazy bull stuff. So that was close. That one was close. But that's what happens. You become quite literally enlightened. Words matter. Like every day is the present day. Why is it called a present day? Because it's a gift. That word. I know that one's a bit cheesy, but this is what we're talking about. Words matter. So let's do a. I just wanted to say that and say thank you because it's obviously it's the core of the village are these ones. So thank you so much indeed for your kindness, your generosity. Thank you for your super thankses as well. Thankses. Whatever the plural of that is, thank you. Thank you so much for your kindness, your generosity, the people signing up to the Village Elite members in the link down below, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for your kindness and support. It's true blessing. It truly is. And the people who are doing the booking their personal private readings as well. Wow. I'm blown away. I am genuinely kind of very humbled this week. It's just been like, wow. So anyway, enough of that tosh. Let's get on to it. Let's go. But I wanted to kind of, you know, highlight a few things and my generosity and kindness and all that kind of stuff. So, and gratitude. That's not generosity. It was not my generosity. It was your generosity. I knew what I meant. Shut up. I knew what I knew. Anyway. So, what is the Timeless Collective reading for this video, please? What is the messages for this video, please? For the greatest good for all concerned. Thank you. Always be appreciative. See? Rule 1. Do you see what I mean by rule 1 now? It's... why am I doing it this way? Sorry, King of Pentacles. I just realised I've been doing so many readings... Because I literally got a voice there going, stop. It was like, okay. And then I realised I'm being a donut. It's been that long since we've done these. But I haven't been called to do them in the last couple of days. That's the reason why they haven't happened. It's just, it's like, and I've mentioned this before, it's when I'm just about to kind of get going and that kind of stuff. And then I get, as a download, as kind of be careful kind of thing, is careful Icarus. And I'm like, oh, okay, I won't do it then. Fair enough. All right. Overarching energy, 8 of Cups. Moving on to our wish fulfillment, moving to where we want to be, how we want to groove, and all that kind of stuff. Very, very lovely indeed. So, it's right in the shine. Stop it. It is, in fact, the shining. So... Here's Johnny. Right, so King of Pentacles definitely wanted to come out. The rest are gorgeous. King of Pentacles, glorified Excel spreadsheet, glorified accountant of the deck. Reviewing what are the true values in your life, okay? Not worth, not money, kind of like bank account, all that crud. It is... what are your values, especially in this reading? Because the Queen of Swords in reverse here is what I'm getting is quite clearly seeing it from a different point of view, a different way of doing things. And this is why we're heading on this new journey. Okay. So the Queen of Swords is coming in from the cold. She can be a bit of a cold-hearted biatch and kind of cut things out and being unbiased, but not caring about other people's feelings and that kind of stuff. In this way round, it's feeling like we are a bit confused about where we want to go. And that's why we're kind of reviewing through journaling. I would very much recommend, and that kind of thing, kind of working out what we want to bring forward? Where do we want to go? Now, for as an example, Erindors and I, as you know, a lot of you know, we're going for the small holding, the homestead. Bunch of chickens, fruit and veg, off grid, getting a few bees to have their lovely nectar of honey, that kind of stuff. That is our goal. That is what we value. Yeah. We're already off grid right now, if you don't know. All this light, camera, laptop, the whole works, all runs on solar panels and a battery bank. We've been off grid for about 4 or 5 years. I'm only saying it to inspire you and to kind of show that it can be done. Yeah. It's not to rub it in your face. So this is what we're kind of reflecting on. And this feels as if this is resonating with you, this feels as if this is the next 2 or 3 days. Really kind of review, understand, what are we trying to, what do we truly value? What sort of connections do we value? What do we, through media, especially recently, if you're watching in real time, I've even if you're watching in real time, I've already suggested several times to get yourself an old address book or an Excel spreadsheet or a file of facts, whatever, right? Whatever you want to use, a database, a wiki, if you're technically advanced, to be able to install that on your local machine, whatever. And take notes of the mouthpieces on media and on radio and that kind of stuff. And like, if they're talking crud, if they're having the woe is me kind of throwing their toys out the pram kind of energy, write down their name. I know as of in the last 24 hours or so, even Dan Wooten, and I think there's a few others, are doing a medley of all these different, they call leftist, excuse me, lefties, losing it, that kind of thing. But it's, remember, all the way through this, there's no such thing as anymore of left and right. Okay? There is no such thing because they're all progressing in the same direction, no matter who you vote for at the moment. That's why Trumpy Trump is so dangerous right now for the elites, because he's not left or right. He is, and his team are something different, something that they haven't worked on before. And that's why the domino effect is already happening. I've already heard in the last hour or so before I've done this one that Putin has already gone, okay, I'm interested in talks with Trump now. I think Hamas has already said, please, can we talk to Trumpy Trump now? This is what happens. Yeah, this is what we're talking. Already the changes are happening. He's not even in, properly yet. This is what we're talking about. The changes are happening right now. And same with you. This is the time to review, what are your values. Stop being a color rosette, okay, or a political party. They ain't your religion, but a lot of people are using them as a form of religion. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, where are you? What is your part? What is your jigsaw piece, puzzle piece that you're planting down? Okay. The last card here. Oh, planting the seed of opportunity. Strongly taking responsibility here. The King of Pentacles is what we value. The Knight of Pentacles, yes, the slowest knight in the deck. However, this is the shiny. This is what we're heading towards. This is and I love it how it's Pentacles, so it's in the 3D world. It's tangible. It's here. These are the things I value. These are the things I care about. These are the things that are truly worth my time. Block capital forms, they're not worth my time. These things over here, not worth my time. Do you see what I'm saying? We're seeing it from a different place now because of Pluto going into Aquarius, right? That's what we're doing here. This is the change. This is the transition, and we're going to keep feeling it for the next couple of years. Pluto being in Aquarius is YouTube hasn't checked, noticed that what we're saying there. We haven't been banned yet. It's good. YouTube, Pluto in Aquarius is here for the next 20 odd years. Okay. This is the change we're talking about. This energy is not going to be back for another kind of 240, 250 years. This is a once in multiple generations time for real change, real sexy. And that's what we're taking our responsibility for ourselves. We're taking responsibility, bringing control back. This is what this is. Okay. But I really genuinely feel that over the next couple of days, 2-3 days, for as long as you feel kind of that it resonates for, start writing in your journal specifics. Get anally kind of detailed in what you're trying to manifest. What is the world you're not your world, your part of it, I should say. Is it off grid? Is it traveling around Europe in a camper van? Is it suburban life, kind of enjoyable time, 2 kids, married, 2 kids, all that. Whatever resonates with you. You see, this is the important thing here. But this is the time to really kind of invest in it and commit to it. And it's like, this is for me. And it could be for the next 3 years. It could be for the next 5 years. It could be forever. But it's that kind of energy. Let's get some cartoon clarity here to finish this off. And we'll go from there. So, truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please. Truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please. For the greatest good for all concerned. So, I've been told 3 cards. Idea, strategies. Now, I'd hate to say I told you so. I'd hate to say it. So I'm not going to. It's all right. Don't worry. I'm not. Third wheel is the distrust in the situation, not happy, kind of like seeing on the horizon who are the people that we cannot trust, we cannot follow, we cannot whatever, politically, personally, emotionally, whatever, right? These are the people that are kind of being released, unburdened by, yeah? Idea, aha, the light bulb moment, the Ace of Wands in this deck, kind of that concept, these ideas, these possibilities. This is what we're talking. What do we value? What do we want to put into play? And then we're planning, plotting, planning. This is the Knight of Pentacles down here. Taking the responsibility and actually making it into being. Kind of pulling it apart, being strategic. How do we actually achieve these goals? What do we need to do first? What do we need to get rid of and all that kind of stuff? Okay. So I hope this is, I was just about to finish and, overarching energy. There you go. Adventure. Exploring new ideas, new passions, new hobbies, new interests, new just the new ways of going. Yeah. This is the taking the leap of faith card, the Fool card in this deck. So this is kind of quite literally eyes on the prize. Where do we want to go? Hence why we need to be so detailed. Okay. What I would throw in that I'm being kind of just gently, this is a little asterisk at the end, right? A little footnote, as it were. Think outside the box. For Erin Dawes and I, yes, we go, the homestead, this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. But we are making provisions. We are kind of working out how we can support our family as well. And what do I mean by that? We have been taught, we have been groomed, we can, whatever, yeah, that once we get to a certain age, we all split up and have 3, if there's like mum and dad, and then 2 siblings. We then suddenly have 3 sets of bills and 3 mortgages to deal with. And do you see what I'm saying? Multitude, because we've been taught to be consumers. I would very much recommend to look outside the box and start thinking about, how does the true elite keep their money? That's through trusts and that side of thing. This is not financial advice, but just see what they're doing. Learn from them. Yeah. That's that sort of thing. You've just got an example, in fact, in the last week or so, from Channel 4 Dispatches about exactly how the royal family are keeping their money. Yeah. With the duchies and stuff like that. However, it's all the same thing. No one individually in the royal family owns any of the properties. They're just in charge of the properties, right? I'm boiling it down to bare basics. The duchy is the one that actually owns it all. So not an individual. This is what I'm saying, okay? The rule, this is the fundamental thing to kind of get your head around. The rules are there to be used. We've just been taught that it's a personal thing. We should own it. We should take on the mortgage debt. We personally, yeah, instead of what everybody else does, who keeps their generational wealth separate. It's just a different way of thinking, realizing what the rules are actually there for. Okay? So that's what I would like. Think outside the box a bit, because if, and it is a big if, crap does hit the fan, and Erwin Dawes and I are on the homestead, small holding, yeah, we will have space for like both our mum and dads and siblings and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, hopefully it's going to be several acres. So we'll still have our space, we'll still have our stuff, but it's like there's space for them to come and crash. Do you see what I mean? And that's all part of our personal strategy. Okay. But you do you, boo, is the main message here. What are you inspired to do? Where are you inspired to go? And we'll leave it there. All right. I've spoken way too much. I'll shut up now. But until next time we do this all over again, take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Ta-ra.